He Witch's Curse, Unleashing Dark Powers on All Hallows Eve. Deep in the heart of an ancient forest, nestled beneath a shroud of eternal mist, stood a dilapidated cottage. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones of its dark history, for it was rumored to be the dwelling of a witch, a being of unspeakable power and malevolence. Legends whispered that on All Hallows Eve, when the veil between the worlds was at its thinnest, the witch's curse would be unleashed, casting a shadow of fear over the land. The witch's name was Morgana, a sorceress of unparalleled darkness. Centuries ago, she had fallen victim to jealousy and betrayal, fueling her thirst for revenge. Forsaking her humanity, Morgana delved into forbidden rituals, invoking ancient forces that granted her unparalleled powers. But with these powers came a terrible price, a curse that bound her to the cottage and condemned her to an existence of torment. As the days grew shorter and the air grew colder, whispers of Morgana's awakening spread through the town. The once vibrant and joyous atmosphere of All Hallows Eve was replaced with a sense of foreboding. People shuttered their windows, clinging to the false hope that they could escape the witch's wrath. Amidst this atmosphere of fear, a group of unsuspecting teenagers stumbled upon the legend of the witch's curse. Their names were Sarah, Mark, Lily, and Jake, and their insatiable curiosity led them to the forbidden cottage on the eve of All Hallows Eve. Ignoring the warnings of the townsfolk, they ventured into the heart of darkness, oblivious to the horrors that awaited them. As the clock struck midnight, a haunting melody filled the air, resonating from the very depths of the forest. The teenagers found themselves drawn towards the cottage, their steps guided by an unseen force. The door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit interior suffused with an eerie aura. In the center of the room stood a cauldron, bubbling with an inky black substance that seemed to pulse with a life of its own. Enchanted symbols adorned the walls, casting grotesque shadows that danced with malicious intent. Unbeknownst to the teenagers, they had become pawns in Morgana's wicked game. As they drew closer to the cauldron, a sinister presence filled the air. Morgana materialized before them, her eyes burning with a malevolent glow. With a voice that sent shivers down their spines, she revealed her plan, to use their souls as offerings to unleash her dark powers upon the world. The teenagers, paralyzed with fear, found themselves ensnared in Morgana's web. They pleaded for mercy, their voices drowned out by the witch's wicked laughter. With a wave of her hand, she conjured spectral chains, binding the teenagers and draining their life force. But in the face of imminent doom, Sarah, the bravest of them all, summoned the strength to break free from Morgana's grip. With a surge of determination, she rallied her friends, igniting a flicker of hope in the midst of despair. Together, they fought against Morgana's dark magic, wielding the light of their pure hearts as their greatest weapon. As the battle raged, the cottage trembled, walls cracking and ancient relics shattering under the strain of the intense energy. With one final surge of power, Sarah cast a spell of protection, channeling the very essence of goodness and purity. The energy radiated through the room, engulfing Morgana in blinding light. The witch let out a blood-curdling scream as her powers were stripped away, leaving her weakened and vulnerable. As the light subsided, the cottage returned to its decrepit state, and Morgana lay defeated on the floor. The curse that had haunted the land for centuries was finally broken, leaving behind only the memory of the witch's malevolence. With hearts heavy with the weight of their ordeal, the teenagers emerged from the cottage, forever changed by their encounter with the witch's curse. The town rejoiced, for they had been saved from Morgana's grip, and All Hallows Eve would never be the same again. But deep within the forest, a new chapter began. Sarah, Mark, Lily, and Jake carried the memories of their terrifying journey, their bond forged in the crucible of darkness. They vowed to protect their town from the forces of evil, ensuring that Morgana's reign would never be forgotten. And so, the legend of the witch's curse would live on, a chilling reminder of the terrors that can be unleashed on All Hallows Eve. The town would forever be vigilant, knowing that darkness could lurk in the most unsuspecting places. But as long as there were those willing to face their fears and stand united against evil, the light would always triumph over the shadows.